What is going on, SHIB Army? It is Ahmed, and we are back today with yet another live stream. What a day it's been. At some point, we thought ShibaSwap dropped, and then another point, we didn't know what was going on. It's been one roller coaster of a day, but we are live, late night session for all my insomniacs out there and the people that are staying up late. First, I want to say happy 4th of July. Hopefully you guys are all staying safe, and you enjoyed all the fireworks that were out there, but now it's time for us to talk about all things Shiba Inu. We got Cali Diza. Shout out to Cali Diza. We got Giannis. He said, let's go. Jake G. Hawk's Nest says hello. We got music. No swap. I know music. I know, but hey, at literally any given second, we might see the swap drop. We got Cross Style says, yay. Jason Witt, let's go. Man, I'm loving the energy already. Guys, we also do have Rigor Mortis live with us. So him and I are currently, as you guys can see, not in a typical setup by any means, but we are at a hotel lobby. So big shout out to the Shiba Inu army. Hope you guys are going to enjoy the stream, man. Late night session to talk about what to kind of expect. And again, if the swap ends up dropping during the stream, just a side note, you guys know we're going to be doing some staking, we're going to be doing some burying, some digging all together. Not working over there? Technical difficulties, man. They're the worst. We got Mark Britland says to the moon. Let's go, Mark. Hey, let me send out a Twitter post saying that we are live real quick, guys, because people are like, hey, why don't you always inform us on the other social media platforms? So let me make sure I do that, just so everybody that is interested in watching at this late of time gets the opportunity to. If you guys haven't already, please smash that like button so we can get it out to more people. The more people that see the stream, the more they'll see the potential with Shiba Inu. Let's go ahead and post it real quick here. We're trying to do this on Twitter. There we are. Boom. There we go. We sent it out. People now are aware that we are live. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, guys. So first thing I want to mention is I wanted to apologize. Earlier, you guys saw on Twitter, I was a little too excited, too trigger happy, and I said the swap dropped, and that was actually some false information. So I'll scroll down, and I'll fess up to my own. I didn't delete it, but it was right here. The ShibaSwap is live, and I will be live soon. The reason I mentioned that is I did receive some messages, people telling me that ShibaSwap is live, and I went on the website to just kind of confirm. Of course, when I went on, I saw, if you let me refresh the page real quick, I saw that we can use this ShibaSwap button. As soon as I saw that, I did it on my mobile phone. I was like, oh, it's actually live. I never clicked, I never kind of proceeded to see what actually happened. But regardless, I saw that it looked like the swap was live, but I made a mistake. So I want to fess up to my mistakes. And that is, I told you guys, it was kind of a false positive, if you will. I said that the swap dropped, but it actually didn't. But regardless, I want to say, my apologies, but hey, at any given moment, we might see the swap drop. It could be during the stream. It could be at any time. So that's why I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to be staying up, hopefully for at least a few hours to see what happens regarding Shiba Inu. So real quick, let's get some acknowledgements from the chats. Man, we got a lot of you, 224 already, and we've been live for 3 minutes. Looks like, by the way, Rigor Mortis is with me. He's having some technical difficulties, so we're not quite sure how we're going to make the logistics work out. But regardless, we'll hopefully make something happen. What is that? Ivica Malisivic says, what's up? How are you doing, Ivica, one of the elite members? Benjamin, Isaac, it's lunchtime at my place. Great to see you during lunch. Benjamin, nice to see you as well, my man. Not Elon Musk. What was your reaction when you saw the ShibaSwap button work? Man, literally I was sitting down, just been running errands throughout the day, spending time with family. Right as soon as I got that, I got a Twitter message from Milkshake saying OMG, and I was like, no way. I pull up my phone, I saw the button actually click, and I was like, the swap dropped, and I can't go live right now because I have some other obligations. So man, my heart literally started racing so fast because I was like, oh my goodness, I'm missing out on a big opportunity that is staking. And you guys know I want to be one of the first to get out there and start staking, of course, but it is what it is, man. And thankfully, it actually didn't end up dropping. So it might seem a little selfish of me, but I was actually pretty excited that it didn't, because my biggest fear for when the swap drops is I'll be either doing work. I'll be busy. So again, I hope that answers your question. I was super excited. Evan T dropping the $2 super chat. He says, is it worth it to stake 0.5 leash? So when it comes to staking anything, if it's SHIB token, if it's leash, whatever it is you end up staking, whatever position you can build out, that's all that truly matters. You could stake a 1/10 of a leash. You could stake a 1/100th of a leash. The fact is, you could stake whatever amount you want, depending on your risk tolerance and buying power. So based off if you have half a leash that's available to you, and you can put that into the liquidity pool or you can bury it, you get some decent returns. And you guys know we love that schematic from Twitter. So let me quickly pull up Fox. Again, just want to make sure everybody's prepared, right? That's the number one goal here with all these streams, these late night streams. You guys know we got to stay up to date as much as possible. But regardless, if we scroll down here, again, shout out to Rigor Mortis. He's the one who actually showed me this chart. But you guys could see what leash ends up giving you when you bury it on the swap is you're going to get bone and leash. So more bone and more, you're going to get more leash, and then you're going to also be starting a position in bone. Same thing if you do the dig or put it into the liquidity pool, you'll get bone and a couple different stable tokens. So in my opinion, if you have the buying power and you have the ability to build out your position in leash as well, that gives you some competitive advantage. There are less holders for leash competing under the same stakes and under the same liquidity pools. So make sure you understand that really well. Again, thank you so much for the super chat, Evan, and I hope that answers your question. We also got a $4 super chat from Skull Candy. Thank you so much for all your support. I do appreciate it. And Pishu Darji, he says, can we meet Rigor Mortis? I don't know if he's ready for that yet.
In due time.
There, you heard it. You heard it first. In Rigor Mortis' in due time. Him and I are going to try to figure out how to solve this issue with what's going on. Jeffrey Chicas, becoming an elite member. Shout out to Jeffrey Chicas. Thank you so much for all your support, my brother. It does mean a lot to me. It supports the channel, supports the cause, supports the journey. So I appreciate so much, Jeffrey. And for all the other elite members that are already in the chat, really appreciate all of you guys. And for anybody else that has tuned in tonight, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and be a part of the SHIB Army and the SHIB community. Jason Cefantes says, let's freaking go. Mad love for everybody from Los Angeles. Shout out to Jason, man. Love his continued energy. So much energy from Jason here every single night, it seems. Fantastic. Evan T dropping a $5 super chat, and he says, I have 800 mil on Meta to stake. I have 0.5 leash to stake. I'm debating selling the leash and just adding another to SHIB to stake. Evan, my man, I think you actually have a pretty good. You have it pretty good. Oh, you got it to work?
This is your phone.
Oh, all right. We got Rigor Mortis' technical difficulties to kind of clear up there. So we're good, guys. Rigor Mortis will be looking at the chat, answering questions. You could sign in and do what you got to do, of course. But
Yeah, no, that's fine.
all right. So we do have Rigor Mortis in the chat now, guys, and he's going to be answering questions as they come. So if you guys have questions specifically for him or for both of us, just ask away, please. We're here to answer as much as we can and keep the conversation active and going. So, Evan, the fact that you have both SHIB and leash, and you're trying to figure out whether you should diversify, keep them both separate or combine. Not financial advice, my friend Evan, but what I would do is actually keep them as is. I would stake leash and stake your SHIB token just how you have it planned. Don't put it all into one. So again, I think that's truly the best way to do it, Evan. So I hope that gives you an answer and helps you out a little bit. But again, appreciate the super chat, so thank you so much. We got Shadi Taha. He's saying fire content, joining us on the chat. My man Shadi, shout out to the boy. He said, what up, Rigor?
Always in the cut.
Always in the cut. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Jason says, what's up, Rigor Mortis? Looks like the people are recognizing Rigor Mortis is here. He is with me. We are live. Late night session, man. That's what we do. That's what we do on our weekends. So glad that tomorrow's a holiday. Got the day off. So guys, we're going to try to stay up here. We're going to have as much fun as possible with you guys. And we're going to talk about all things Shiba Inu. And if there's other things you guys want to talk about, we can definitely speak about that as well. Some people asked, what's up with the sell-off? I think the fact is, if you guys look at the overall cryptocurrency market, for all the tokens that are up, that are on CoinMarketCap, overall, everything had a little bit of a sell-off. So we see it kind of continue here. And, Yeah, Bitcoin again pulling back about 1,300 from its intraday high. Ethereum pulling back just a little bit. So a tiny bit of a correction, nothing that is worrisome at all. And again, I'm actually really excited to see a little bit of a pullback because again, when they panic, we pounce. You guys know when paper hands sell out of their positions or people are manipulating the market, it just excites me as a potential buying opportunity. So again, that's what I do and that's what we're here for. Pouncing when they panic. Let's see, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. You guys are just...
Somebody's asking, will there be a ShibaSwap app?
ShibaSwap app. Go ahead, you can answer that because we know what Shytoshi said.
Yeah, so your pop has been in contact with Shytoshi about whether or not there will be an app. And whenever ShibaSwap first launches, there will not be an app. You'll have to use some type of desktop device in order to use the swap. But I think it's in the pipeline. They're thinking about somehow bringing it to iOS and Android in the future.
Exactly. So exactly what Rigor Mortis said. There is a plan right now by Shytoshi and the devs to definitely set up an application that's going to be on mobile devices. But when the swap drops, it's going to be strictly available on desktop versions. So you can use your phone's desktop application. So if that's like Google Chrome or if you're using Safari, you can use that kind of platform. But hopefully near term, again, I'm talking maybe 3 to 6 months post swap, I can kind of see it. That being a realistic timeline for the swap to be something more mobile. So again, be prepared, not surprised. That's one of the biggest themes on the channel. And I always want to get you guys on the plays that I'm in, man. And Nicole Marani dropping the $2 super chat. Thank you so much for your support, my brother. And we also got Ezra Richards dropping the $10 super chat. Ezra is always in the stream, just always supporting. So thank you so much, Ezra. I do appreciate you, my man. If you guys have any questions, keep them coming, man. We're here to, I want this to be as interactive as possible. I'm not here to, just have a monologue, if you will. But we do have Rigor Mortis with us too, so feel free to ask us both. Ask one of us and the other. Doesn't matter. We're just here to hopefully have a fruitful conversation. Shadi Taha asks if we can talk about SafeMoon. Honestly, when it comes to SafeMoon, guys, it's been like a war almost when it comes to meme coins, right? So SafeMoon, I think, again, it's kind of in the same realm as Dogecoin, in my opinion. Something that doesn't necessarily have quite any true utility yet. Yes, they're talking about a SafeMoon exchange, and SafeMoon, I know, is talking about this whole wallet thing. And again, to be 100% honest, I'm not an investor in SafeMoon. When I initially got exposed to meme tokens, before it was Shiba Inu, I was introduced to SafeMoon, and I was like, why don't I put my money into Dogecoin instead? So I kind of backed away from it. I do have some friends that actually invested into SafeMoon, and they saw some fantastic returns. So again, as of right now, I think the pattern and the price action has been pretty bearish, and especially in the last couple weeks to months. Let me just quickly pull up its price action. Currently ranked number 207, so by market cap, it's still pretty low, 1.7 billion. So it's half of that of Shiba Inu's, but looks like it went up to all-time highs. It was trying to test back to all-time highs back in May, and the overall market pulled back since May, but it's consolidating nicely. So SafeMoon actually has very, very similar price action to Shiba Inu. It looks very identical. If we pull up Shiba Inu's price action right now, because we know since pretty much mid-May, the overall market did pull back. So let's go ahead and just compare the two charts. And you guys could see, just over the last 3 months on both of them, last 3 months for SafeMoon, very much identical. Except for us, we didn't have a secondary run. With SafeMoon, they did. So it was trying to test its all-time highs a second time during May. But you could see in May 2021, that's when we saw the big sell-off in the market and a lot of consolidation at again, testing higher lows, if you will. And you guys know, when it comes to any type of technical analysis, I always talk about testing higher lows and higher highs. When I say higher lows, that means before a run-up, we see a coin maybe get hyped up or starts just going on a bull run. But when it settles down, it doesn't come down to its previous support line before the run-up. So anytime we see that, that's typically, kind of leading towards something that could potentially have a bullish run, again, in the near term, as long as there's some positive catalysts. So for SafeMoon, it seems like, again, just awaiting some positive catalysts. For Shiba Inu, investors are starting to come back in, so we're seeing an uptrend, but still right now, in my opinion, severely, severely undervalued. And again, hopefully that just kind of gives you guys a little bit of perspective. We got 556 people in the chat. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So if you haven't already, please smash that like button, guys. subscribe to the channel. And of course, as always, I really do love and appreciate your guys' support. Hopefully we see ShibaSwap drop tonight. It can literally happen at any moment. So we got Caliph Gaming dropping the $5 super chat. Thank you, Caliph, for all your support, man. He says, Assalamu alaikum. Law, you can't sleep for swap? OMG. Man, I literally can't. I can't go to sleep. I can't risk it. I cannot risk it. Last night, you guys know I streamed till like 3 a.m. And I just kept at it, man. Was too excited. Because at any given moment, these developers, whew, they got us on our toes, man. They got us on our toes. Let's see. I'm going to put up Twitter quick so we can kind of watch to see what's happening on Twitter. That's where I first found out where, you know, the button change happened. Look at this. Nobody's able to sleep, it looks like. Team No Sleep. Hey, if you're part of Team No Sleep right now in the chat, hashtag no sleep. Let's go. What do we have? Shaitoshi. Did you guys see his tweet from earlier? Did you see that, Rigor Mortis?
Which one?
Shaitoshi's tweet.
What he said?
It was actually funny. So he put up a new, it was a Billie Eilish song. You should see me in a crown.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's it.
Man, he's always playing too much games, Shaitoshi.
Very cryptic with his tweets.
Absolutely, he
Kinda
really
like
is.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk Jr. is what I like to call him all the time. Man, oh man. Oh, we got some people dropping some super chats. Skull Candy 24 with a $10 super chat. Thank you for your support, Skull Candy. And Skull Candy says, thinking about finding a way to get big. Stickers of the Shiba Inu coin and putting them on my semi-truck to help spread the news about cryptocurrency and Shiba Inu coin. Skull Candy, that would be amazing. The thing about semi-trucks here in the United States, if you are in the States, is that people are doing a lot of traveling, especially around holidays. So identifying a way to, you know, showcase that on those semis. Every time I'm on the highway, I'm always looking for semi-trucks because, of course, they're everywhere. A, and B, they always have like the most interesting marketing on, you know, plastered around their trucks. So something that's always fun to look out for. And some people do have a little bit more comedy twist to them. So again, that would be pretty awesome, Skull Candy. We definitely would look forward to that. Austin also dropping a $10 super chat. And my man Austin Bosch says, once ShibaSwap opens, will we require a login to save all of our work and transactions online? Will our gains return back directly to our connected wallet? Thanks, and go SHIB. So I can have Rigor Mortis kind of touch on this one because again, I think I know the answer, but I think he might have a better answer than I do.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be like a username or password when it comes to ShibaSwap. I think everything is going to be based off of the wallet that you connect whenever you first get on the platform, and you'll be able to, you know, disconnect the wallet, reconnect a different wallet, and everything should be saved based off of that wallet address.
Exactly. So again, when your tokens are on ShibaSwap, your returns or your rewards that you're going to be getting, and of course we're going to take it back to the schematic, our favorite infographic that's out there. So anytime you're staking on a swap, your return stakes, if you will, so your gains that you make, the reward, is going to be directly inputted into the swap. What you do with that 33% of the available rewards, you can either put it directly into your Coinbase wallet or whatever, but your rewards aren't going to be directly inputted into a wallet. I think that's my understanding. It's going to be in the swap.
Right.
Because you're going to have a pool.
Now I'm thinking, is each person, whenever they make, I wonder if each of the people that use the swap, are they going to have a token address
within the swap?
Because you have to save those tokens on some type of address.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So I guess there's two potential outcomes, if you will. Because my understanding is with the swap, you connect your wallet to the swap. You withdraw money just like you do on any exchange. Because a swap is similar to an exchange. You can leave money pending in an exchange, like Binance, like Coinbase. Those are main exchanges. When you connect your wallet, though, well, at the same time, if you think about Uniswap, all it is swapping it directly from the wallet. So I think what Rigor Mortis was saying is actually probably the correct answer. So whenever you're swapping, your rewards are going to be directly allocated directly into your wallet.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that would make sense.
Yeah, instead of it being in the air, if you will, in this swap. So it is a little different than an exchange in that sense.
Right.
Yeah, good point. So Rigor Mortis, I think, has the answer to that. And Austin, again, hopefully that answers your question. Really appreciate all your love and support. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. And Danny Lima coming back today again with a super chat. And he says, got my Shiba in Coinbase wallet and I'm ready. Hashtag team no sleep. My man, Danny, let's go. You guys know, for me, you know, both are fantastic platforms, MetaMask and Coinbase Wallet, but I just keep mine in Coinbase Wallet. I think it's more user-friendly and easier to kind of navigate. But of course, you do what you got to do. Whatever you're most comfortable with is the correct platform, in my opinion. And Rigor Mortis, which wallet are you using currently?
Yeah, I use Coinbase for everything. All the tokens that are on the Ether blockchain, I use Coinbase, and then everything that's on the BNB blockchain, I use Trust Wallet.
Got it. Perfect.
Just to keep them separate.
Absolutely. And again, a few people were asking, hey, why did we see a sell-off today? So as you guys know, a lot of people were anticipating the swap to drop Sunday, including myself. And I don't think it's too late. We still have, as Satoshi said yesterday, the weekend is not over. So at any given moment, the swap can drop. It could be on Monday. So again, for us here in the Midwest and the central region in the US, it is Monday officially. But for the East Coast, it's also Monday, but West Coast, it's not. So we have another hour before they get to Monday. But regardless of what happens, guys, the swap is they're getting prepared to drop it on us, literally at any given moment. And again, the hashtag team no sleep, there's a lot of us that are in this bandwagon right now because we want to know, when is it going to drop? And I know we're going to excessively continue to refresh the page, anticipating it, but literally it can happen at any time. So just trying to be as patient as possible, but looking to see what happens.
Someone asked a really important question saying, what will happen if I don't decide to stake or add to LP? All right.
Have Rigor Mortis answer that one.
Sounds good. Guys, we've reiterated this so many different times on the live streams. I've said it multiple times on my videos. It doesn't really matter whether or not you want to end up staking or adding to LP for your tokens once the swap drops. It's going to be a way for us to make more gains on the token that we believe in and add a new position to a new token that's going to be a governance token. We know that there's only going to be 250 million BONE minted, and the price of BONE is still a big question, but we know that it's going to be a governance token, so that is enough to get some people on board. They really want to get their hands on this BONE. But other people, they are fine just waiting on the sidelines and being a holder of SHIB, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. We think that regardless of whether or not you decide to use the swap, that this token is going to do good things. Obviously, the more people that use the swap, the more people play into the tokenomics and bury rather than burn, you know, that whole movement, the better the price action is going to be in the long term.
Super quiet, they said.
Just based off of the tokenomics and how the swap is going to work, it's going to be something special, obviously. So for the people that want to use the swap, the more we get, the better. But for the people that don't, not a big deal. We still think the token is going to have a very nice trajectory in the future.
100%, 100%. Totally agree with everything that Rigor Mortis says. And again, we agree on a lot of things, and that's why we're both, you know, super bullish on Shiba Inu and think that it really can bring us some pretty decent returns. And that's why we continue to cover it on our channels. And it's our biggest focus, is that really, tell me one other cryptocurrency right now that has the same trajectory and timeline in terms of all the potential short-term catalysts outside of SHIB token. It's not SafeMoon, it's not Dogecoin, it's not Bitcoin, it's not Ethereum. Yes, long-term, all of these other altcoins and even Bitcoin itself have some fantastic potential. Don't ever get me wrong. And diversification is super key. But in my opinion, for the short term especially, Shiba Inu's timeline is looking like it is probably the best out of all the cryptocurrencies that are out there. And that's why I'm so bullish on it. Coinbase listing, we know what's going to happen. We see double-digit green days, and I'm talking potentially some 70, 80% maybe. Coinbase, not Coinbase Pro, but Coinbase. We have the swap dropping. So again, today we saw a sell-off because people were anticipating the swap, and because it didn't drop, paper hands left their positions and are looking to maybe wait and see when it drops before they get back in. Totally fine.
You know, I wonder if Satoshi considers Monday part of the weekend, because technically it is a part of the holiday, and people, you know, whenever we have Mondays or Fridays off in the US, we usually call it a long weekend. So I'm curious now as to whether or not he considers Monday a part of the weekend.
No, absolutely. I mean, he totally could. Because Monday, it's an extended weekend, and he might say, I didn't say what day of the weekend. But yeah, that's a really good point there. We got some super chats that I just want to respond to quick. Nikhil says, is taking Shiba good or buying it with Ethereum better? What do you think about Sanshu Inu? So I don't know what Sanshu Inu is.
It's another one of those tokens.
Let's see its price. I'll look at the price action here real quick. Sanshu Inu. Because you're not the first person that brought that up in the channel. So I want to make sure we at least address it. And I'll look at the chart here. So it looks like really
someone is still saying that there's some mic problems, but
can you guys hear us? Can you guys hear us at all?
Sounds fine on here.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys can hear us pretty clearly.
It sounds fine on here.
Okay. So Rigor Mortis just did a volume check to make sure, but it looks like hopefully we're pretty clear. But regardless, I don't know much about Sanshu Inu. The price action makes me think that maybe it was just one of those, the tokens that were potentially pumped and then ultimately dumped. But again, I could be wrong. I need to look at the fundamentals, look at what they're doing, what's their project based on. Again, it's on an Ethereum contract, which is pretty cool. But what does that mean? So Nico, hopefully, if you are invested, I'm hoping you didn't end up getting, rug pulled and bought at the top and, paper handed out, because it looks like, again, there's really nothing too significant there. And there's been a lot of copycats, right? To Sanshu or to SHIB token. So many others, like the SHIB brothers, SHIB's sister, SHIB's daughter, SHIB's baby. So again, for me, it's like, why am I going to dabble with all that when I know Shiba Inu is going to do well for me, hopefully, in the short and long term? So I don't like to diversify too far. And then you ask, is it good for burying Shiba Inu with Ethereum, or is it better, or just go ahead and do it with, anything else? And again, if we go back to the pairing, where is the pairing? Here. If we go back to the schematic, Nico, I think this can answer your question. So as you can see, there's SHIB. The only time we need Ethereum is to dig into the liquidity pool. So again, it's just another way to do it. If you want to dig and you're not only looking to stake, you're going to also be getting similar returns. So with SHIB, when you put Ethereum and SHIB into the liquidity pool, you're going to be getting BONE back. But when you bury SHIB and stake it, you're going to get BONE, SHIB, and Ethereum back. So it's potentially going to be better returns when you're staking. But with the liquidity pool, there might be less competition, so your yield might be higher. So we're not 100% sure about how the mechanics are going to work exactly, but yield is going to be something that people need to make sure that they're addressing and understanding. The more tokens or the more you're holding and you end up staking, the more returns you're going to have, right? It's going to be a percentage basically. But for liquidity pool versus burying, so digging versus burying, it's going to be different. There's going to be different yields. So I hope that answers your question. And again, thank you so much for your support and the super chat, my brother. And we got Jared Murray still watching, bro. Remember the time in the market? Remember, time in the market beats timing the market. Patience, guys, the key to investing is successfully or success. Jared Murray said it perfectly. Remember, time in the market is better than timing the market. What that means is how long you are invested in the market. If that's weeks, months, years, whatever, that's called time in it, is much better than trying to time it. So, Shiba Inu is pulling back a little bit. I'm going to wait till it pulls back 25, 30 more percent. So I'm going to wait another day, another 2 days, and try to get in at the perfect moment. Or there's people who are, in the stock market. I'm going to wait for a crash, or cryptocurrency. I'm going to wait for a crash before I get in. Which, sure, you can do that. That's an investment strategy. But it's very difficult to do so. So instead, dollar cost averaging in, DCA. It's a term that every single one of you should embrace and understand very well, because all it means is you buy now, getting some skin in the game, but you're not going to put all your money in all at once at the same time, right? Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to put a few dollars at a time. If for you, a few dollars is a few thousand, say you have $100,000 buying power, 10, 15 grand, get it in right now because, hey, in case it runs up, I got some skin in the game. It pulls back 20%, boom, I'm gonna drop another 15K. Pulls back another 20%, I'll drop another 15K. So you're decreasing your dollar cost average over time. One of the best and most simple fundamental investment strategies that I think everybody should embrace and look at. Thank you so much, Jared, for that super chat and the phenomenal comment there. We got Vivi Vargas coming back tonight with a $5 super. He says, what up, Shiba brothers? Can I Lambo yet? Law JK, what's good? My man, we're chilling. Rigor Mortis and I are chilling at 1 in the morning. Somehow, some way, we're still awake. I don't know. I think Rigor Mortis might be struggling a little more than I am.
I just drank some Red Bull, but I'm still struggling.
All right. Well, we gotta make him interact a little bit more too. Platinum bars. Just realized I wasn't subscribed this entire time. I've been scamming you, my guy. Platinum, no hard feelings. A lot of people, 50% of the viewers that are on the channel are not subscribers. So again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like the video, join the journey, man. I try my best to do and offer you guys the best content that I can ever do. And, daily streams, it seems like lately, but I really have been enjoying them. And we're also doing, the videos about Shiba Inu in the mornings, nighttime uploads, everything, man, everything. And also, I need to give a shout out to my man Rigor Mortis that's actually in the chat with us today. If you guys haven't already, what's that?
You missed 2 super chats.
Oh, I missed some super chats. Hold up.
There was
All right, Rigor Mortis' shout out is gonna have to wait a second.
Wilmar Montana.
Where are we at?
$10.
Oh, hold up, Wilmar. My bad, man. Let me scroll down real quick. Keeping up with stuff, man. That's why I really like having Rigor on the chat. But Wilmar, Pop, could you please show me how to move my tokens from crypto.com to MetaMask, please, as soon as you can? I don't want to make a mistake. Definitely, Wilmar. There's different ways to do it. So you can either directly take your tokens out of crypto.com, because in crypto.com, you have a crypto.com wallet. So what you could do is there's a transfer button where you can transfer your SHIB tokens directly to MetaMask. You copy and paste that wallet address from crypto.com, click that transfer button, and send it to your MetaMask address. It's really that simple. If you copy paste it and make sure you don't add any additional letters, numbers, no spaces, nothing weird, you should be totally fine. And Wilmar, again, I do really appreciate your support, man. Thank you so much for dropping the $10 super chat. Your support for this journey and this channel is honestly just amazing. So thank you, Wilmar. And I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, please feel free to message me on any social media platform so we can talk. Let's see here. This one I'll leave for Rigor Mortis. I am Groot. My man Groot for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. He says, I use crypto.com. When I transfer out, how much of a fee should I expect to pay? Curious how much SHIB I need to buy to compensate. Thank you.
So I haven't confirmed this 110%, but I've been told by multiple sources, and I haven't confirmed it because I haven't done it yet, but it's 5 million SHIB that you will need in order to transfer out of crypto.com.
So you're paying 5 million SHIB even if you're transferring 6 million. So be extremely careful when you're utilizing any of these platforms. Some of the gas fees or the transfer fees can be pretty dang expensive. So make sure you're careful and understand the fees before you put your money into anything. And that's why I always recommend utilize the way that the developers told us, using Uniswap. And we could just go through that quick. For anybody that is looking to start investing into Shiba Inu, I want to make sure you guys are doing it the right way. So I'm going to show you guys step by step, real quick here, how easy it is to use Uniswap instead of having to worry about crypto.com, yada, yada, yada. So again, Groot, I hope that answers your question. We also got Platinum Bars. I caught that one. And Jason Cefantes, man, always supporting us over here. Thank you so much, Jason, for the $5 super chat. He says, what are your thoughts on the ongoing investigation of USDT? Do you have a preference on stablecoins? When are you taking out profits on your cryptocurrencies? That's a phenomenal question. So I'll give my take, and I want Rigor Mortis to also touch on this real quick. The big thing with USDT is the fact that what people are doing, multimillionaires in terms of crypto investors, what they do is, and this is what bothers the SEC and a lot of different, basically the government here in the United States, is that what people do is they invest, right? They make 3, 4, 5, 6, 700% gains. Some per month, some per week, doesn't matter. And the fact is what we have in the States there's 2 different types of capital gains taxes. There's short-term capital gains and long-term capital gains. So I'm going to put them on the screen. Capital gains taxes. Investopedia has a really good right here. They have a fantastic chart on their website. But real quick, the simplicity of it is right here. You could see tax rates on long-term capital gains. So if you're somebody that's even making $445,000 or more as a single male per year, which again, I think not a lot of people fall into that bracket, but if you do, you're paying 20% taxes on your long-term capital gains. So say you make 100,000 in cryptocurrency, 20,000 of that is going to Uncle Sam. Yikes, right? Now, that's long-term capital gains. Short-term capital gains are much different. So you guys can see, if we go to, let me go to the short-term capital gains. Just so you guys understand the whole issue with USDT and why it's even a thing. Here we go. I think this article is going to have a perfect response. Tax rates for long-term capital gains. Okay, we got those. Short-term capital gains. Here we go. So again, if you're in that bracket, same bracket that we talked about for a long-term, if you're making over 400, so 445, probably $500,000, you're paying 37% on your long-term capital gains tax. Think about the difference between that. And what people are doing is they want to save 17%. So for every $100,000 I make, I can save 17K if I don't cash out right away and instead put it into a stable coin. Hey, that's going to make me some money. So the only thing that's making USDT such an issue is the fact that people are able to evade taxes by utilizing these stable coins. And I think that's easy to address, is anyone who uses USDT or anything that's equivalent to the dollar, then maybe there should be some type of tax that's imposed on people. Of course, that's going to upset individuals, but that's going to probably solve the issue of, the ongoing investigations and identifying how is this thing legitimate if it's following the dollar to the T. So again, for me, I don't use stable tokens personally, but it makes a lot of sense to do so because as of right now, it's 100% okay to use. So if you're not someone who's in a rush to make your gains and buy something for yourself, like if you need a new car or a new suit, whatever it is with your gains, then I understand for those who want to pull out immediately and then just pay the taxes if you're making over whatever amount up to 37%. But otherwise, if you're not and you're just doing this literally as a side hustle and you could live off your day job or whatever else it is that you do, by all means, keep it in a stable coin after you make your gains instead of cashing it out for fiat currency. That way you're preserving a lot of potential taxes that you're going to be paying to Uncle Sam. And when am I going to take out profits from my crypto? For me, I'm just holding long term. When I make 400% gains, I'll probably take profits off the top. But again, I have not seen that quite yet within my cryptocurrency investments. I've seen up to like 30-40% gains, which is nice. But when I see 300-400, I'll keep you guys in the loop when I do. But let's have Rigor Mortis talk about this because he has, I think a more personal story regarding seeing, some magnificent gains, but also in turn, things kind of coming down from there.
Yeah. So Jason, to get at your question regarding the investigations, as of right now, I don't really have a preference one way or the other. Obviously, if the allegations that are going against them end up being true, it's a big deal. CoffeeZilla has a great video about what's going on when it comes to Tether right now. I don't remember the exact details, but there's a lot of weird things going on with that coin and them paying off debt using their token. It's a lot of strange stuff and some weird things that might be going on in the inside. It's all allegations right now. We'll see what actually ends up happening. I personally don't use Tether, and so I won't really comment on it. In terms of a preference when it comes to stable tokens, I just use Ethereum, but it's not very stable.
There you go. So there's the take from Rigor Mortis, and I also gave mine. We got 937 viewers, guys. 937 at 1:18 in the morning here Central Standard Time. If you're in the coast, it's also super late. I know a lot of you guys are from the US. Let me know right now, what country are you guys watching from? I'd love to see the different countries in the chat. Shout out to Parnell Jean, becoming an elite Europop member. Thank you, Parnell, for partaking in the elite membership. It does mean the world to me that you guys just want to continue to support, literally just to support. And that's just too kind, and honestly, much love, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we also got Jared Murray dropping another super chat, and he says, one more for support. Also, people should be prepared for 5 or more years if they want real returns. Patience makes millionaires, impatience makes what ifs. Oh my goodness. Jared, that was so well said. And you guys know exactly what token I'm going to talk about and that I always put side by side with Shiba Inu. And it's the one that resembles it the most. And that is, of course, Dogecoin. I don't love using Dogecoin as an analogy right? Analogous to Shiba Inu, but in terms of price action, my goodness, you guys know it excites me, right? And we have a lot more utility, and you've heard it. You've heard it from Coin Bureau. You've heard it from other big name YouTubers. You've heard it from analysts. They say that Shiba Inu is no longer looked at as a meme token. It's one that is really, it's an experiment. It's literally experimenting with community-driven currency, which in my opinion has some insane potential compared to all these other cryptos that are, okay, cool projects, DeFi, sure, decentralized finance. But this here with SHIB token, my goodness, guys, it's something completely out of the park. So if you guys see, just back in January, look at this, 4 or 5 years ago, what is that, 7 years ago actually for Dogecoin, it was at 0.0003035. At the time, not a single human being on earth, not even the Dogecoin, one of the co-founders, thought it would ever go to 1 cent. 10 cents. He sold, so this is a funny story. The Dogecoin co-founder sold his Dogecoin position to buy a Honda Accord. I don't know if you guys heard the story, but to buy a Honda Accord, he wanted a new car, and it wasn't even a car of that year. He just needed a new car, and he ended up selling his entire position except for a couple to what? Buy that new car. If he would have held his Dogecoin position, which was millions, if not billions of Dogecoin tokens, if he would have held that position till it was at its all-time highs, he could have bought Honda as a company. The entire Honda line, I'm talking a $40 billion infrastructure, $40 billion company. Think about that for a second, guys. If you can fathom that and make sure you understand it and wrap your head around it, that could really make you think. What does it mean to be paper-handed, and what has paper hands done to other individuals? Like the co-founder of Dogecoin, one of the leaders, decided to paper hand out. And look where he is now. He's in that what ifs, as Jared says. What ifs. So again, patience truly. The market is a vehicle. Warren Buffett. You guys know I love saying this time and time again. Warren Buffett said it perfectly. He said the market is a vehicle. It's not a vehicle for those who are intelligent. It's not a vehicle for those who are not intelligent. It's a vehicle to transfer wealth from those who are impatient to those who are patient. Point blank. Got really excited there. And you guys know, we have infinite examples of people who just didn't want to keep waiting. They broke even because they saw sell-off, paper handed out, and then decided, time to get out. I broke even. I'm happy. So I know for those of you who ended up buying the peak for Shiba Inu, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because you're waiting to see that come back. But I can guarantee the biggest mistake that someone could make, in my opinion, is as soon as you start breaking even, you say, I'm out of here. Time to move on. I don't agree with that. I personally think if you're able to stomach all the losses and hold tight, then guess what? You should instead be buying dollar cost averaging down, and then continuing to hold when you're seeing green as well. Take profits off the top, sure, but keep that initial position in and keep it going. Sharif Gad says, will Bone have a price and be traded in the market, or will it just be a governance token? Rigor Mortis, I'll let you have it, that one.
Well, it's going to be a token. There's going to be 250 million. And, these tokens, when they're first released, everybody wants to get their hands on them. And if there are tokens and there are wallet addresses, there pretty much has to be a price. Because if I can send my tokens to one person and have them pay me for them, there's going to have to be a market value to those. So yes, it's going to be a governance token, and we haven't seen anybody say like, hey, Bone is going to be traded on exchanges and things like that. But in the very nature of cryptocurrency and the free market system, there would have to be some type of price associated with Bone. And based off of the circulating supply, we can make some guesses as to around what the price will be, just based off of what the circulating supply is for other tokens. I haven't done that yet, but that is, that would be something interesting to do.
Love it. Very well said there. So hopefully that answers that question regarding the governance token being Bone and if it's going to be a tradable asset in other exchanges. Definitely excited to see what happens, but I really foresee it really happening pretty quickly after the release of the swap. Chris Burnett dropping a $5 super chat. And he says, bro, I feel like your videos do the most good for the community. Keep it up, my man. Chris Burnett, thank you so much for all your love and support, bro. I see you on Twitter. I see you in the videos. I see you in the comment sections. I see you on the streams. Really, your support it means a lot to me, man. So thank you. Keeps me going, man. So thank you, Chris. Candasia Foods coming back to the stream. Rigor Mortis and I are pretty familiar with that name. Shout out to Candasia for the $10 super chat. And Candasia says, I believe ShibaSwap will drop on Tuesday. And if you follow that up with positive Citric report and Coinbase listing, I see an 80 to 200% gain. So I just bought another 500 million SHIBs. Your thoughts? Rigor Mortis gave some good nods.
That sounds pretty sound to me.
Yep, and I think I'm right there with you, Candasia. I think that is like literally the perfect price prediction. I could see that really being extremely accurate, if not actually underballing it, and we might see even better price action moving forward from there. Now, the big thing I want to mention, what is going on right now? The last half hour to hour, it's just crazy green candle. Looks like we're testing a breakout. Hey, we got to make sure we're not missing out on anything here. Anytime I see green now.
Refresh the page.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go on the SHIB token website. Make sure we're not missing out on anything. And you guys know we have Rigor Mortis with us, and we're literally, my goodness, we're at how many people? 820 people here live. 830 of you guys are watching this literally in the middle of the night. So I know a lot of you are part of this no sleep club, anticipating and waiting for the swap to drop. But for anybody that is in the chat right now, you guys know Rigor Mortis is the co-host. I think he has something he wants to add.
I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's AYKS. Coin Bureau saying SHIB will never hit 1 cent or let alone $1. Where is your video on this take here, Pop?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I did not make a video on Coin Bureau, but guess what? I'm going to talk about why he is wrong. I am 100%. I disagree with what he said. I disagree because, again, you can never underestimate what a community-driven cryptocurrency can do, right? Dogecoin was 100% community-run, and they were able to push the price from 0.000, 3 zeros, even 4 zeros when it first initially came out, 4 zeros to double digit, not 1 cent, not 10 cents, not 20, 30, 70 cents. It got up to 70 cents, strictly based off the fact that it had literally zero utility. Now, SHIB token has that same hype. We have so much positive community reinforcement with this token. In addition to that, we have another layer of things. What is that another layer of things? We have catalyst, we have utility, we have so many other positive things that are on the way. Look how long it took for Coinbase to actually decide, hey, we're gonna list SHIB token because we want to see it, succeed. We're gonna list, SHIB token because we want to see it succeed, and they believe in it, right? Because Coinbase they're not just another exchange. These are people that are a publicly traded company in the United States. Their valuation is bigger than a lot of different companies, and it is the biggest exchange by market cap. Absolutely is. How much they're worth? Don't tell me Binance. Nope. Coinbase. So the fact is that they see something in Shiba Inu that they didn't see in Dogecoin early on. And the fact is with Dogecoin is, to this day, people see it as a meme coin. But Shiba Inu is no longer under that umbrella. And the fact is, even Coin Bureau mentioned on his video, and he said, I don't really see this as a meme token anymore, but it's never going to happen. It's not going to go to 1 cent. Let him say what he wants. Rigor Mortis actually made a video today saying Shiba Inu Coin Bureau was wrong. It was posted 13 hours ago. If you guys have not watched this video on it, you really need to, because he's going to he said the same things that I'm going to say. Literally, pretty much verbatim, because he said it perfectly. And he's on right now with me on this live stream. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys go like and subscribe to his channel and like that most recent video, because more people need to hear about it. More people need to understand why Coin Bureau was wrong about the fact that Shiba Inu can never go to 1 cent. That flabbergastes me. It doesn't make sense to me. He can put a cap on anything, but don't bring your bearish tone out here, man. Not to us, not the SHIBARMY. Rigor Mortis?
One thing that people continue to say is the reason why it'll never hit 1 cent is the circulating supply of SHIB token. how it's a quote-unquote poor man's token, and there's way too many coins in circulation, and we know how the price is calculated. Obviously, the denominator is the number of tokens in circulation, and they're saying that denominator will never get low enough without a burn. Obviously, if we want the price to be crazy, yeah, we're gonna have to burn like 98% of our tokens. But something that people don't understand when it comes to the tokenomics is ShibaSwap. Guys, ShibaSwap is literally going to be such a crazy long-term game changer when it comes to the tokenomics. These whales are going to be going crazy over trying to get this bone. They're going to be staking quite a little bit of their SHIB token. And guess what? Their profits are going to be locked for 6 months. Half a year. Locking your profits in for half a year, that's a very long time. 67% of their profits, but still, their profits nonetheless. So locking that liquidity long term, and then not to mention the fact that, generally speaking, I think once we start getting out of the phase of the growing pains when it comes to ShibaSwap, people are like, okay, this thing is actually working well. People have a little bit more conviction. They're going to be more willing to stake their tokens. There we go. More tokens getting taken out of supply. Even though you can stake and unstake as you wish,
right,
people are not going to be moving those tokens as much. So now we're talking about stake tokens, LP tokens, your profits, obviously. And we got to remember that's a rolling 6 months. So you're going to keep adding to that stake. That 6 months is going to be expanding out over time. So though that sheer basic tokenomics when it comes to ShibaSwap, taking those coins out of the circulating supply, it is temporary, but since that 6 months is rolling, we're always anticipating people are going to be using the swap. We're anticipating that people are constantly going to be staking, adding to LP. So there's always going to be a good amount of tokens out of that circulating supply. That's the primary way we're going to get to 1 cent. And I just want to keep reiterating that it's the tokenomics without any other catalyst. I don't care any listings, nothing. If we just follow the basic tokenomics of ShibaSwap, we will get there, in my opinion.
100%. Love it, Rigor Mortis. See, this is why I like having him on, guys. His energy is, I feel like, unmatched by anybody else's, and his bullish sentiments and mindset for Rigor Mortis, what happens after they are unstaked, doesn't it affect the price? So, JJ, we'll answer that in just a second. But again,
What do you say?
What's that?
What do you say? What do you ask?
JJ asked Rigor Mortis, what happens after they are unstaked? So after your tokens, you unstake them.
Yeah, then it just goes right back to where you had them in your wallet. So you can stake and unstake as you wish, but it's the profits we're talking about. That's the big game changer. Let's say I'm just going to throw out some wild numbers out there. Let's say I have 100 trillion SHIB token, okay? And I end up staking all of them. And I get quite a big return. So I'm going to obviously be adding quite a little bit to that farming pool, but I'm going to be getting the most profits from that farming pool as well. And 67% of those profits are going to be locked. So that's a big deal. That's taking a lot of coins out of the circulating supply, like I said, temporarily, but still taking them out nonetheless.
Absolutely. 100%.
One other thing you guys have to keep in mind is it's not just SHIB token that we're taking out of supply that's going to be locked. Bone is going to be locked, and Ethereum. So ShibaSwap we might actually see a small bump in the Ethereum price as well. It's going to be probably a little insignificant because the reward of Ethereum that you're going to get back from staking SHIB is not that much, but it's still going to be there.
100%. 100% agree with Rigor Mortis there. And Jason Safantes keeps saying that let's get it to 500 likes. Let's freaking go. Shout out to Jason, man. Love your energy. Yeah, we have 1,078 of you guys in the chat right now. How are so many people awake? We're 1.1K individuals. That's honestly like peak time viewership. So again, for the fact that everyone is staying up right now, shout out to the SHIB Army. You guys are insane. Let's get this chat lively, man. You guys know, like typically at this time I'd be sound asleep in my bed, but gotta keep these streams going for you guys, man. SHIB Army, that's what it's all about. We're out here trying to get, again, get people more knowledge regarding Shiba Inu as a platform, and we're just here. It's edutainment, if you will, right? Educating as much as possible, entertaining when we can, answering questions. We're doing what we can, folks. We're doing what we can. Wow, we're almost at 400 likes. Hey, Jason, I don't know what you're doing, but I think you're doing it right. So shout out, Jason, man. Wow. The chat is literally going insane. ShibaSwap drops tomorrow. Let's get this bone. Hey, man, we're trying. We're all trying to get some of that circulating supply. Let's go. Charles says fireworks keep the SHIB Army up all night. I know the fireworks are going crazy around here too. So just admiring the fact that we're celebrating. Tonight we might not just be celebrating the 4th of July, guys. We might be celebrating the drop of ShibaSwap. I think that would be it would come full circle. Full circle, absolutely full circle. Jay Guevara 327 dropping the $10 super chat. Jay Guevara, I've seen you multiple times, man, on the streams dropping your super chats. It does mean a lot to me, man, the fact that you're looking to support. You support me, support this channel, support the SHIBARMY. So again, thank you so much. He says, I have a meeting with a high-ranking member of Armaco tomorrow. Can you provide me with some pointers, advice on how I should address SHIB? He is a friend who wants an alt to invest his money. Aramco?
I think it's like, is that the Saudi energy company? I'm pretty sure that's
Jay
what that
Guevara, is it a Saudi Arabian energy company? Rigor Mortis asks, because if that's the case, then maybe we can talk about how we can kind of approach that, or some pointers from our end at least, and maybe we can see what people say in the chat. Trevor Mohan, excuse me. He says, has Satoshi told you anything we don't know since you talk to the team? Thank you for all that you do. Trevor, my man, you're very welcome. And what's up?
Jay Guevara says that it is the Saudi.
It is the Saudi. So yeah, Jay, we'll talk about it in just a second here. But Trevor, Satoshi, again, the developers are really, really good at making sure, although, yes, I am an influencer and I'm someone who helps with their marketing, although I don't get paid to do this, I do it just from the sheer fact that I love this token so much, and I love you guys so much, the SHIB Army, because you guys just continue to support me so much, and that's really it. But Satoshi told me, he just keeps saying soon, man, because I'm going to have him on, by the way. After the swap drops, he agreed that he can come on the channel and give me kind of his 2 cents and his perspective regarding Shiba Inu, ShibaSwap, answering community questions that you guys might have, kind of like in an AMA format, but we're going to do it via a chat. So he'll be interacting with all of you, answering your questions, but as of right now, he did not give me any definitives. I just know that based off what I saw in the testnet, based off what I saw from the SHIB analysts, right, and some of the things that were mentioned, I'm really excited for the future because the swap is one milestone, and there are so many other ones. Shibarium, right, the NFTs, all these things that they're going to develop. The fact that we're run as a community, guys, as the SHIB community, the sky is not only the limit. That is, in my opinion, the very beginning. And we're going to see. You guys will see all these videos that I make, all these live streams are timestamps that you can go back and say, man, was he right? Or man, he was completely wrong. In my opinion, I think I'm hopefully alluding to some facts. And, again, I'm saying the things that I truly believe in. And we're going to see them all come to fruition sooner rather than later. So I'm super excited. So Jay Guevara, back to the Saudi Arabian energy infrastructure. Now, can you provide me with some pointers and advice on how I should address SHIB with them? A high-ranking member of their, basically their status. Let's go ahead and have maybe Rigor Mortis hit it first, because I feel like he can maybe give you a little bit of an idea. For me, it's, talking about, generally speaking, when we talk about digital assets and how that's a lot cleaner than printing money, because, right, paper, all these kind of things. In my opinion, if you're going to be talking to anyone from the energy sector, because look what Elon is doing, right? He's looking at cryptocurrency as this is a digital form of currency. Now, does it make sense in terms of transaction fees, the speeds of things, efficiency? What is it going to do for the future? For anybody that's looking to expand their portfolio, does it make sense to have digital assets as part of your thing? Because guess what? If electricity disappears and internet is no longer a thing, all of this disappears as well. But what's the reality of that happening? Very, very low, and the probability is near zero. But what's the probability that currency, real life fiat currency, dollars, continue to lose their value over time? Like, again, the fact that I've just been working on construction projects recently, we were talking about 2x4s. So you guys know plywood. Plywood is the thing that you put in your house as literally those beams, those wooden beams just to build a house. In 2012 maybe, a 2x4 or 2x8, was $1.50. Today, in 2021, right now, if you go to Home Depot or if you go to Menards and you buy a 2x8, one of those and Jason Cefantes can probably make sure that he can fact check me, $8.15. Went from $1.50 to $8.15. Because the value of the dollar is going down. The dollar buys you less than it did due to the fact that there's inflation. So again, you can always just mention the fact that Shiba Inu is a community-run cryptocurrency, which makes it a unique project, and there's nothing else out there that kind of mimics it at all, in my opinion. So that's something you can definitely mention and see what they kind of take from there. And also the fact that, we're looking at clean energy here, using alternative energy to mine and all that kind of thing. Again, that's just my take, and hopefully that helps answer that question. Rigor Mortis, what do you got?
Yeah, when it comes to Shiba Inu specifically, I would just show him the price action and then put it side by side with Doge. I'm going to use somebody that had a super chat. It was Jared. He said, missed my last one. Ecosystem and stablecoin backing. This isn't Doge 2.0, like some think. This is Doge. This is what Doge should have been, utility/tokenomics. And that's exactly what I would mention. The fact that this token really did evolve from being the Doge 2.0 to a whole nother thing. Doge is an inflationary token, unlike SHIB. It's a token that's deflationary technically, because if we have any type of locking mechanism, the 67% locked mechanism, the circulating supply is going to go down, so technically deflationary.
Mm-hmm.
But unlike Doge, it has not only use cases, but it has a very strong fundamental tokenomic. So that's the difference between Doge and SHIB, in my opinion. This thing has a big ecosystem. It doesn't have its own blockchain, but it's really being driven by the tokenomics, the fundamental tokenomics of the token. So whenever trying to explain this thing, just open up the chart for SHIB token. Say that, in my opinion, it started out as a meme token and it's evolved from there. And then you can talk about where you think the trajectory is going to go based off of all the catalysts we have in the pipeline, and how we just absolutely went insane in terms of the numbers of holders in the past couple of weeks and months, and everything that's yet to come when it comes to Shiba Inu, and how early we really are to this token, because there's still so much in the pipeline.
100%. And let's see, XRP NDMT for the $5 super chat. Thank you for your support, my friend. And he says, let's see here. Is it worth it to stake 100 million? And what do you think the gains would look like? What can we do with the liquidity pool tokens? Flare Network meme token? Question mark. Rigor Mortis, you want to hit this one?
Yeah, it's tough to know what I got an email from somebody asking me the exact same question. What are the gains going to be from staking or adding to LP? What are the profits going to be? It's extremely tough to figure that out for a few reasons. First and foremost, we don't know what the price of Bone is going to be. Once we figure that out, because you're going to earn Bone, so there's some profits there. We don't know how the crypto market is going to be reacting over the next couple of months. If SHIB continues to go up, there's more profits. And then, of course, you're earning Ethereum, so there it is again. And then another thing we have to keep in mind is the fact that we are going to have different farming pools. The first one being staking pool, which is going to get 5%, 3% for the 3% Bone per block for SHIB,
Right.
1% for leash and Bone. So that in and of itself causes, that's a little bit of a monkey's wrench, because we don't know how many people are going to be adding to each of those different pools. If we knew those exact numbers and we can do the real due diligent number crunching, we could figure that out. But we just don't know those numbers. So there's a lot of question marks that need to be answered, and it's not the fault of ShibaSwap. It's just, what's human nature going to attract? Is it going to attract more people to stake SHIB? Yeah, probably. But then relative to leash, is it going to be higher than 1 to 3 or 1 to 4? Because the total is 5%, 3% going to SHIB, so 3/5, and then 1/5 each for Bone and leash. So if there's more than 1/5 of the people staking leash relative to Shiba Inu, then it's going to be more worth it to stake Shiba Inu. You're going to get better profits, but we just don't know those numbers yet.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rigor Mortis. And we got Jay Guevara. Sorry, I've been saying your name wrong, man. Sorry about that. He says thank you, dropping the $5 super chat. Thank you for all your support. And Jared, again, thank you for the $5 super chat as well. Glad that Rigor Mortis was able to, mention that. And sorry we did miss it. Our apologies, man. And then Gabriel John, go SHIB up to the Milky Way and back to Pluto. I'll buy a mama a house and 3 Shiba Inu dogs. Love the SHIBARMY 1 year ago. I didn't know about crypto. Man, Gabriel, welcome to the crypto family, man. Welcome to the SHIBARMY. Really, there's one of the biggest blessings of my life. Just aside from this whole YouTube thing, the fact that I'm just being exposed and learning about this community has just been amazing. The exposure that I'm getting has been nothing short of phenomenal, and the support you guys have been showing. Look at this, man. We just got another elite member. Can't say thank you enough. Can never tell you guys thank you enough. That's why people are like, dude, you just have thank you streams. That's what it seems like, man. I saw that on Twitter, and I saw the screenshot that someone had when your pop says thank you. But really, that's all I can do, guys. Look at Jason, man, getting us to 500 likes. Look at this, the countdown. 18 remaining, 17 more likes, guys. Let's get it. Kevin Cartwright, thank you so much, man. I've seen you on multiple streams, and I know you've been supporting for a while. So thank you for partaking in the elite membership. It does support the channel tremendously, and of course, it also means a lot to me. So thank you so much. And we got a $10 super chat from Candasia Foods. Candasia, I need to take you out for dinner sometime. Candasia Foods, or maybe if I think you run a restaurant. Is that what you were telling us in the previous stream? But regardless. Candasia says, how would you rank the following catalysts in terms of which one will bring the highest to lowest returns? Wow, that's a good one. ShibaSwap, staking, Coinbase listing, Citric AMA. So Coin Bureau pronounces it Citric. So I'm going to start saying Citric because I feel like the R is silent. So, or I don't know. Citric AMA certification, coin burning, etc. All right.
I think you listed them perfectly there.
There you heard it. Rigor Mortis says you probably listed them in the perfect order. ShibaSwap being potentially the one that's going to give the highest return. Staking being number 2. Coinbase listing being number 3. The AMA certification 4. And then coin burning being the least.
Well, maybe if you consider Shiba staking to be a part of ShibaSwap, and those are kind of just one catalyst, then I would say that's probably, that would go together. I think if you're saying that ShibaSwap, just the release of it, how much that's going to bump us up, then I would definitely put staking before that. I think staking is the number one way we are going to really get this token up to the next level.
There it is. You heard it here right. So again, for me, I think so too. I think staking definitely number 1, but ShibaSwap, Coinbase, all these others, 100% up there. I think they're all going to show us. The fact is, and I think they're all going to come in such a close proximity. So, again, what you said earlier, up to 200% gains in the short term, in the next couple of weeks, 100%. Because I think in 10 days or so, we're going to see Coinbase list Shiba Inu. Relisted, I should say. Not pro, but actual Coinbase by then. So, patience is key. Remember, the market is a wealth transfer machine, taking money from those who are impatient to those who are patient. Diamond hands, baby. Diamond hands, folks. All right, Nat dropping the $20 super chat. My goodness, Nat, thank you so much for your support, brother. But Ben Adi, gotta give you a quick shout out, man. Thank you for the €5 super chat. For all the Europeans in the chat, shout out to all of you. He says apparently someone found the SHIB Ethereum pairing contract and a hidden token referencing the July 20th, when Bone will be available after liquidity period. Huh. That's very interesting.
When did Shytoshi start working on ShibaSwap?
When did he start working on the swap?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Did he ever test it way back in like January?
I don't know.
Because if what I'm following is correct, Ben, you're saying that there's somebody that has Bone incoming after the locked liquidity after that 6-month period. I feel like that would have been way too long ago, though.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Huh. Are you saying that that's like when the first is going to be available?
So the swap drops.
But that also wouldn't make any sense because they've been testing it for a while now.
Yeah. I'm not sure, Ben. That's a tough one. I don't know. So Bone will be available after the liquidity period. So after the 20th of July.
Right.
I don't foresee that. Is that a weekend? That's the one thing I want to look at. Is that a weekend? And the answer is 7/20 is on a Tuesday. Huh. I'm not sure, Ben. Now you got me thinking. We'll have to do some digging there for sure.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that a little bit more.
Yeah, Rigor Mortis and I can definitely look into it and let you know what we find though. So Nat, the highest super chat of the night, my main man Nat, dropping the $20 super chat. Thank you for all your support.
Shout out. That's not short for Natalie.
Oh, true. Nat, please answer my question. I got you, Nat. Nat, is it short for Natalie? Or are you Nathan? Why are you laughing, man?
Because you said my main man.
Yeah, I don't know. But again, he says SHIB to the moon. But yo, dude, realistically, let me know how much of your portfolio do you have in SHIB? So that's a very good question. A lot of people have been asking me my position size, and I kind of show you, and I'll show it on the screen at any time. But you guys know right now what I'm holding in Uniswap. So if we go to shibatoken.com.
It's short for Nathaniel.
Short for Nathaniel?
Yeah.
Oh, see? Nat, I got you, man. I knew it. But no, never make assumptions. That's one thing I know not to do. So if you click buy, or excuse me, let's go down. So right now, how much SHIB do I have on my MetaMask or Coinbase wallet? Let's see. It should show me on Uniswap. Give me a sec. Import tokens, not there. Oh, I haven't connected a wallet yet. But regardless, Nat, I'm building on my position. So my goal is to get to 1 billion Shiba Inu tokens. I said prior to the swap dropping. I don't foresee that really happening. So I have about 153 million SHIB tokens on my, so like $1,500 worth in my Coinbase wallet. In addition, I have, I want to say 120, 130 on MetaMask. So again, right now I'm building out my position to hopefully have 1 billion, which I know that's a lot of money. But, you know, thankfully, just with my increasing my buying power, finding good entry points, you guys know I'm trying to pounce when we see pullbacks. So like right now, seeing a 2.3% pullback is not terrible. And we'll look at the price action quick because you guys know I love doing this. We'll look at the basic technical analysis to identify, hey, what is a potentially good entry point? And we should put up TradingView actually to do this. Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu USDT. This is my personal favorite. Let's see. Let's let it load for a second, but going back here we go. Looking at the 7-day chart. 5-day chart. We'll try to find best entry points. So Nat, again, thank you so much for all your support. And how much to get you to 1 bill? How much to get you to 1 bill? So I'm at 180. What is it? I can't even do the math. I have a lot to get to 1 billion. Trust me, a lot. Still over about like 700 million tokens. So we're working on it, man. We're working on it. But regardless, thank you for all your support. And yeah, at some point, maybe during the stream tonight, I can show you guys my direct address, what my wallet looks like. Not my address. Sorry, that was not what I meant to say. Like show you guys my position on screen. That's what I meant. I will not show you guys my address because I know the SHIBARMY would be insane, and I'm not going to do that. No. And anybody that has been sending you guys messages, let me address this quick. I will never, ever give you guys my WhatsApp. I will never give you my wallet address. I will never give you my phone number unless, you know, there's something going on where we're working on a project together, something like that on one of my direct social medias that are verified by my account. I will never, ever ask any of you guys for that. So please do not let the scammers take your guys' gains and money because they will. They'll take everything, strip it from you, and run away with it. Do not let those scammers win, guys. Please be careful. And I know they take my name on YouTube. They say pinned by your pop, this, and that. And it's so annoying. So please be careful. Nat says, can you link me a Discord link? It should be in the description below, Nat. I have my Discord right down below. But real quick here, we got a couple super chats don't want to miss. So give me 1 sec here. Infinite Money Coin says, what price would Shiba Inu be after 200%? A 200% run up? Well, let's look at it. So 100% would get us around, what is that? 1,700 Satoshi units. 200% from current price would be 8.5 times 3. So what would that be? Anyone can do the math? This is bad. I'm going to pull up a calculator even though I shouldn't. 8.5 times 3, 25.5. So 2,550 Satoshi units would get us to a 200% gain. 2,550 Satoshi units from 852. So hopefully that answers your question. Infinite Money Coin. And that's what we're looking at. Living in Dallas, Texas, coming in hot into the stream with the $5 super chat. He says July 6th It is the date. It is the date it will be. 14 days from the 20th will be the 6th. I know what he's talking about.
I have no idea.
Living in Dallas, Texas, and my man, who was it? Adi, I think it was. I still don't. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not quite sure.
I think it was Ben.
Ben, yeah, that's right. Richie Samsung 119 at your pop, my super chat. Wait, what's happening right here? Did I miss something? Richie, my bad, Richie. I got you. Doesn't the total supply affect the price, not the circulating supply?
Nope, it's the circulating supply.
Richie.
Otherwise, burning tokens wouldn't do anything.
Exactly. Rigor Mortis said it exactly right. Because the thing is, when you burn tokens, they're still part of the total supply. They're just in burnt wallet addresses that nobody can ever access ever again. So VB burned tokens, and they're no longer in circulation, meaning that nobody can ever hold those tokens, but they're a digital asset. Digital assets don't just get destroyed. Even if you take it in a cold storage wallet and break that wallet, it's still somewhere deep down ingrained into the world of the cryptocurrency. It's still a part of this whole blockchain, but it's just separated out into an external wallet, if that makes sense. So again, hopefully that answers that question, and thanks for giving me that reminder quick. Do appreciate it. Your pop, didn't we just see your address a minute ago when you went to the Uniswap? That wasn't my address. See, don't be sending, guys, do not send me anything, please. Outside of just being a part of this chat. Oh my goodness. Literally, that was on, if that wasn't my address, that was not.
Someone said, doesn't rigor mortis mean you're dead?
You guys are too funny. God, it's 2 in the morning. What are you guys doing to us, man? Let's chill out and relax.
It kind of means, yeah, it's a part of the death process, yes.
Oh man, you guys are amazing. You guys really cracked me up. Let's see, didn't we just see? That was not my address.
So, some people call me Bob.
The rigor mortis, aka Bob. We have 1,000 people in the chat. Guys, if you haven't already, please smash that like button so we can get it out to more people. Subscribe to the channel. I got Rigor Mortis' channel pinned right at the top. Make sure you guys give him a subscribe. He's the co-host on the podcast today. Even though he's not on the camera, he's here to help answer questions and let you guys know what we're all doing. So let's go ahead and keep this party going, man. We're having too much fun tonight. All right, entry points. So you guys know, again, I want to continue to build out my Shiba Inu position, or my SHIB token position. But you guys can see right here, right now, it's looking like, really, for entry points, I'd love to see where do we bounce off support. 840 Satoshi units, 845, 46 we bounced off, and then triple touch, 841. So right now, not financial advice, of course, just putting you guys on. If I look at this and I see it, 3 touch points, that makes me think, hey, even though that's a short 5-day price action, we have a decent level of support at 841 Satoshi units. So if you're interested in getting in and you haven't already, looks like right now we're testing a stronger level of support than we saw previously. We've seen the 600s, we've seen the 700s, but now in 800s, right around 841 is a phenomenal entry point if you're looking to get some skin in the game. Just trying to put you guys on, man. That's all I'm trying to do. Sean Van dropping the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Sean. What a phenomenal little emoji there. Super adorable. Like the little leaf on the head. Thank you for your support, my friend. Really do appreciate it. What else do we got, folks? So we're looking at SHIB price action. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of a jump in price. Let's make sure we hop on Twitter. Nothing too crazy in terms of news. Looks like Lil SHIB is going to sleep after the no sleep team. Because again, everyone's anticipating swap to drop literally at any given moment. At any moment, we might see this thing pop. If it happens on stream.
Oh, man.
Oh, what's that?
Somebody said today scammers use rigor mortis' voice in a live chat to get people to send him money.
What?
That's too bad. Is that what you sent me earlier?
Oh, I did catch that, guys, and I flagged it.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Man.
So what they did was they had rigor mortis' video playing, why Coin Bureau was wrong, and everybody was searching why Coin Bureau was wrong. So it was his video, but I saw that the chat got disabled pretty quickly after it went up.
Okay.
But in the video, they didn't verbalize them sending anything, but in the description at first, but then that got disabled pretty quick, was they put an address or something like that.
Jeez. guys, I will never, ever, 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 ever ask you to send me anything, period. Full stop. And I'll never say hit me up on WhatsApp either.
Guys, don't let these scammers get you. I know it's kind of getting, we have to work tirelessly to make sure that we can protect ourselves. And I know it's tough.
What are you even supposed to do in that situation? Like, what can you do? Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah, there's really not much we can do. Really not much that we can do. All we can do is inform, letting you guys know, hey, please be careful. Please be careful. But it's rough, folks. It's so rough. What do we got in the chat right now? We have all the insomniacs. 1K likes. Let's go, Jason. Jason, man. Much love, brother. Much love. CoinSpot. Derek Ansley Simpson says CoinSpot. David Gardner says, what is swap? David Gardner. Swap? I don't know if you're actually being serious or not, but the swap is the swap, man. That's what we're anticipating. That's how we are going to start making, that's how we're going to start staking. Woofing soon. It's literally in the works right now. They're finishing up the final details regarding ShibaSwap. But that's how you're going to be able to make gains, man. That's how you're going to be able to grow and invest your actual SHIB token into something way bigger. And, you know, we've continued to talk about this infographic that I keep bringing on screen. That's the whole thing I've been mentioning. That's all to do with the swap. That's the swap, man.
Someone says, what are the benefits of
Shiba
Shiba
he's new.
token?
What was that? Go ahead.
Sorry, somebody says, what are the benefits of Shiba token? Any real world applications?
Ooh. Any real world applications? Well, the thing is decentralized finance. So right now as a community token, more and more people as part of this community are starting to accept it as a form of payment, So we're seeing things like stores, small businesses, countries, right? Venezuelan stores, certain South American third world countries are starting to accept SHIB token because it's actually a more safe investment or a better currency than their current form of currency, their fiat currency of their country. But slowly and surely, the fact that, again, they're testing this whole idea behind a community-driven cryptocurrency, right? The fact that they're doing that is potentially what's going to happen is us together coming and deciding, hey, we can really dictate where this goes together. We can buy, hold, right? Continue to build buying pressure. New investors are going to keep coming in. We're going to have more and more people holding this token because of the fact that it's community driven. The developers pay for no marketing. They literally, this is happening. It's like the snowball effect. We started out something so small. We've grown more and more and more. And in my opinion, sooner rather than later, we're going to start seeing Shiba Inu get accepted for payment for, you know, day-to-day things, gas stations, restaurants, just like other cryptos. We're seeing Bitcoin already starting there, becoming a legal tender in El Salvador, right? So that's something we got to embrace and say, wow, you know, that's pretty exciting stuff. But in terms of the potential and what we'll see with Shiba Inu, it could really be, you know, decentralized finance, and the fact that they keep stressing the word decentralized, that gets pretty excited. That gets people excited because that's what the whole blockchain and cryptocurrencies are about. It's cryptic. And we'll go ahead and have Rigor Mortis maybe give his take on that. And then Jason Cefantes says, any ideas on charity events that the SHIB Army can participate, or even some marketing ideas to push SHIB token out there to more people? Jason, so what do you guys think of this? Rigor Mortis and I have been talking. Nothing definitive yet, but we're thinking about, we were talking about the idea of merch, but my idea with the whole merch thing is, you know, we'll have like a Europop drop and we'll have like a Rigor Mortis drop, right? Separate drops. But with the merch, it would have like, you know, something more branding for our community as well as the SHIB Army all combined into one. So it's like, hey, representing our clothing is like, that's a pretty big deal. Everybody sees you. That's what, if you're walking around the street, whatever country you're in, having that branding on you is pretty important. In addition to that, of course, it's going to support the channel, but if we can make it like 25%, right? Or 20% of all proceeds are going to a charity of our choice. So we're able to pay for all the materials, the manufacturing, everything that's on the back end. But what do you guys think of that idea? It's something that we were dialoguing about because, you know, we've been kind of just discussing a lot about our channels. JJ says merch needed. Also releasing tomorrow is 180 days from the 1st of January 2022. 6 months. First 67% released. Vlog. Pin it Ahmed. SS dropping tomorrow, July 6th. Ben Adi says it.
So is that what he's talking about then? The fact that we're getting...
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what he's meaning. It's like looking at the timeline. Releasing tomorrow is 180 days from the 1st of January next year. 6 months, which is exactly 6 months. At first 67% from lock. Pin it.
Did you mean January 2021?
6 months from January 2022, I think he meant.
I think he means tomorrow is 180 days from January 6th of this past.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Gotcha. When
July.
swap shirts, people are saying. When Lambo. Merch soon, Daltour. I mean, you guys, if you guys want it, we can make it happen. And that could be part of this whole idea of like, creating something for a charity type event. Or start pooling it that way. David Gardner, I'm new to all this and the crypto, thus group all of it. But I stumbled on this group last week, and I love the energy. It has love the energy, love man. So I bought some shares and joined this group. Man, David Gardner, that really does mean a lot. The fact that you just stumbled upon the SHIBARMY, and for you becoming, I see that you're an elite member of the channel. So that's a lot of dedication, man. So I do appreciate it. But let me explain to you then, David, because David, guys, we just got to support each and every SHIBARMY member. And he's asking, what is ShibaSwap and what's it going to do? So, David, cryptocurrencies as a whole, again, form of digital assets, that I feel like you have a decent understanding of. But ultimately, what SHIB token is doing right now is we're building our community by increasing the amount of holders in the token. So by the word of mouth and by just positive energy, great community building, we're doing a phenomenal job of spreading the word. So that's the phase that we're in right now, is the building phase, the infancy stage, if you will. When the swap drops, now we start having utility. So what the swap is going to do, ShibaSwap, is going to be a place where you can invest your cryptocurrency, being Shiba Inu or SHIB token or leash if you want to diversify a little bit. And if you see on the screen here, there's going to be a bury and dig reward. So for every SHIB token that you have, you can stake it and then you get a collateral. So you're going to have something as a receipt basically to hold called XSHIB. You hold your XSHIB, and while you keep your SHIB buried underground or in the blockchain, it's going to give you rewards. Bone, as you can see, you're going to also be getting a little bit of SHIB, and you're going to also be getting some Ethereum. So I hope that it kind of answers your question there, what you're asking, David, in terms of what the staking do and what is ShibaSwap. The swap is going to be the platform for us to utilize to potentially get rewards in Bone, SHIB, and Ethereum. Hope that helps, my friend. G-Money, after the swap is released, he's too busy now. What do we got? Rofa, when is Satoshi Cat coming on to one of your live streams? Sassy420, I might have Cat on tomorrow if I get home in time, because Cat and I live in completely different time zones, but he wants to join and answer some of your guys' questions directly on the stream and just chat with me. Satoshi, the developer of ShibaSwap, he's the one who created this thing. It's been his project. He will join after the swap drops. Maybe a few days later. I'm gonna give him some time to kind of relax, take it easy. Then I'm gonna bring him on the channel because he did confirm that he's willing to do so and chat about some things and let us know his thoughts and ideas moving forward, based off the potential that Shiba Inu has. David Gardner says, awesome, man. Thank you. I appreciate what you do and how you break it down. Yes, it does explain it. Thank you, sir. My man, David, you are welcome, my good sir. And Elias Gabriel says, salam, bro. Today's a good day, man. Today has been a phenomenal day. I'm glad you're having a good day. And I know you reached out to me. I saw your message on Twitter, Elias, and I will get back to you, man. Sorry, today has just been ridiculously busy. That's why I'm streaming so late. I got Rigor Mortis with me. We've been streaming for an hour and a half. And yeah, it looks like the man might be going to sleep pretty soon here. But regardless, guys, his channel is pinned at the top right-hand side of the chat. So if you haven't already, make sure you click that link and subscribe to Rigor Mortis' channel. The man is really just, again, someone who just helps people build that confidence and conviction by just spreading the true potential that Shiba Inu has, and he talks about all the positive catalysts. And, you know, again, he just gives his case. And the fact is he's talking positively about it. As a SHIB army, we need to support anybody who does that. So I know you guys are already supporting me because you're on the chat. You're probably already subscribed. So make sure also subscribe to Rigor Mortis and see what he has to say. Today, especially, his video was a hot take. It was talking about why Coin Bureau was wrong about what? The whole 1 cent, Shiba Inu never reaching 1 cent thing. So if you want to, make sure you check out his video on that specifically. It's his most latest update, or most latest upload, excuse me. What else you guys got for me? Chat has been lively tonight, man. Loving it. YMC says, a lot of Dutch people, Pops. Love this community. Yeah, let me know right now. Where are you guys all coming from? I asked earlier, but sorry, I was probably focused on something else, so I didn't really get to catch what countries we have in the chat right now. Ben says, ask Chad Redding about my message today. I heard this information last night on Chad's stream. Some dude called Shiba Inu Moonshot found this pairing contract. Chad talked about it. Fantastic. Definitely, Ben. Derek Simpson. I'm dreaming of R35 Godzilla. Hashtag team no sleep. Hashtag no sleep.
Just to answer a question in the chat, the price is based off of the circulating supply, not the total supply.
There it is. Hopefully Rigor Mortis answered whoever's question that was. And again, you guys, thank you for... You guys are the reason that chat continues to be so successful in these live streams. It's not just because, you know, we're talking, but you guys are asking some phenomenal questions. You guys are keeping everybody engaged throughout the night. So again, all we do is provide the platform, and it's really the SHIB army doing what they do best. And that is, you know, taking this thing in whatever direction. We got Utah in the chat. We got Virginia. We got Sacramento, California. My goodness, we are worldwide. We got Finland, India, Varish from India, Danny Lima from Los Angeles, California, Spring Lee from Malaysia. Wow, God, I gotta love it, guys. Goodness gracious. YMC, eat, sleep, invest, repeat. Love it, man. It's hypnophobic. Santa Monica, California. It's hypnophobic, man. You're literally living in my dream city. I'm hoping to come to Santa Monica soon. My goodness. So beautiful. So beautiful. Ben Audi from Newcastle, UK. Shout out to Ben, man. Malaysia. We got a couple people from Malaysia. That's Wuhan. We got Gui from Wuhan. That's crazy, man. Isn't that where the pandemic started? That was like the initial case. We really are worldwide, folks. Philippines, Nigeria, Jordan. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Loving your guys' energy tonight. And again, I really appreciate everybody's love and support. And if you're supporting me, of course, click that link in the top of the chat that I have pinned. That is Rigor Mortis' channel. He's the co-host for today. So let's keep them coming, guys. Questions, comments, AMA type style, anything. Whatever it is that you guys want to talk about, we're here. We're here and ready to answer. What's the price action look like? 849. So we're approaching. Remember, 841. 841 is what we're looking for. For potential.
Someone said, surely we don't want all the supply bought because they're on ShibaSwap because there will be no Shiba left to give us rewards. The rewards on ShibaSwap, the primary thing that we're going after is the bone. There's not going to be a lot of Shiba that you're going to be rewarded on the swap. I mean, it's going to be a little bit, but what we're really going after is that bone.
There it is. There it is. Whew. This chat is active. 2 in the morning. I'm just trying to keep up and read right now. Can I send my SHIB token from Binance to MetaMask? Definitely. You definitely can. Just make sure whenever you're sending your money from an exchange to any wallet that you copy paste the address perfectly. That's all I recommend. Shout out to Bahrain. YMC. I know Z Nog. Oh, they're speaking a whole nother language in the chat. Man, loving the diversity, guys. I truly do. Jason Safantes. Dropping the $5 super chat. My goodness, Jason. Collectively, you're probably one of the biggest supporters of this channel. So, man, Jason, you know I got a lot of love for you, man. He says, what is your take on cryptocurrencies, on other cryptocurrencies? Any particular one on that is number two, or excuse me, any particular one that is number 2 on your list? So after Shiba Inu, I love Ethereum. Ethereum is another one that I have a built-out position in, and I started actually working on my position just this year, 2021. A lot of my friends got in, and it's not where I want it to be. It's a much smaller position than my goal, but I also have Dogecoin because, again, I really like the movement and the idea behind the whole meme currency, and that's how I was introduced to Shiba Inu first, because I think it's cool. I think it's fun that communities can come together and make something's price, you know, shoot up as much as they want it to. That really attracted me to Shiba Inu at the beginning, but now I'm loving the token more because, again, I started understanding tokenomics. So big fan of Ethereum, big fan of Shiba Inu, obviously, number 1 fan, if you will. You know, the mother of all cryptocurrencies, of course, Bitcoin. I think anybody that is looking to build out a position in cryptocurrencies should potentially look into Bitcoin. That's a really good introductory token, and it's one that I feel like is on the map. And we have people like Cathie Wood, right? The B Word conference that's happening on the 21st of July. They talk about the people that are going to be there are Jack Dorsey and Cathie Wood. Those are the 2 that I'm really focused on. Cathie Wood has a $500,000 price target on Bitcoin. $500,000 target. In the short term, she doesn't think this is going to happen in 100 years. No. She's talking in the next maybe couple years that she thinks that this price can be hit. And then Jack Dorsey, CEO and founder of Square, a $120 billion company. Really, really big. And he thinks that Bitcoin could really just continue to fly. So the reason is, again, he thinks about it as something that is, diversifying, especially when it comes to these Fortune 500 companies or bigger institutions. It's diversifying your portfolio and doing so by a digital asset that could be recognized around the globe, like Bitcoin. It has some strong potential. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, big fan of all 3 of those, of course, but really Shiba Inu is huge. And there's some other ones. HBAR. HBAR is insane. And I have a dedicated video on my channel on HBAR. I think that one can really take over. And again, they have a governance. Their governance is what really excites me. They work with Boeing. They have, again, if you go on their website, you can see it all. I have a previous video on that. I'm not going to diverge because it's a Shiba Inu stream. But I'm definitely diversified. I like the other tokens that are available, Telecoin. But really, again, right now, all my eyes are on Shiba Inu. How about you, Rigor Mortis? Let us know what other cryptocurrencies you're in, any other ones that you're interested in, that kind of thing.
Yeah, since I think you did 3 or 4, I guess I'll do 3. 3 tokens. If I had to buy 3 tokens right now, other than Shiba Inu, I would buy Ethereum, I would buy Algo or Algorand, and I'd buy ADA or Cardano. Those are my 3 favorite. I've become a really big fan of ADA or Cardano, as well as Algorand, because obviously ADA, the Ethereum connection. And then when it comes to Algorand, the person the dev behind Algorand is actually an MIT professor, really knows his stuff, big cryptographer. I'm really loving the project. The both of them have very big potential in my opinion. They're a little bit, they don't have the same type of ecosystem that Shiba Inu has, obviously, and they've been on the map for a lot longer, obviously. But I think those 3 tokens, of course, we don't have to talk about Ethereum. Everybody knows that token. But those 2 other ones, I think they're big sleepers, in my opinion, ADA as well as Algorand.
I definitely spilled some of my drink. Just if you guys heard that little mini explosion. For the first time in years, I bought myself a Sprite. This is called Sprite Zero Sugar. I don't know if it actually has 0 sugar. Probably has a lot of artificial sweeteners. But regardless, it just blew up right under my little table here. So yeah, that just happened. Just bought 1,114 ADA. That's a lot of Cardano. Shout out Jason, man.
Yeah, that is a lot.
The man is bullish. Hey, that's what you can never slow a man down that has conviction. Once you have conviction and belief in something, then really there is no limit. Your battery is running low. Whoop. I need to charge.
I think that's a sign.
A sign for you to go to sleep. I'm not going to sleep, man. I have so much energy to keep talking to my SHIB Army members. You guys are honestly, I could talk to you guys for the whole night. Really, I was so tired before we started today, but now, you guys know it. Energy's on fire. Let me plug in quick. There's one down there, but probably just gonna set up. I'm gonna push a table around or something. One sec, guys.
It'll probably still last even if it's low.
It's 5%.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, 5% battery. One
Where
sec
is
here,
it?
folks.
Oh, it's all the way over there.
Oh.
Jeez.
Give me one sec here, guys. What's that?
You just move the table.
All right, bet. 1 second here, folks.
Just lift it and then take it over there.
All right, ready? 3,